What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Chef Tiffany, and welcome to Culinary, Unclothed, Reloaded 2022 Season 2. And Culinary Unclothed is just my thoughts, my words, my poetry, my life in motion, food, everything, conversation. I've always enjoyed healthy conversation and communication with humans. I love it. And so I got this idea years ago to start talking and doing different posts on social medias. I used to have events. I was in small groups in church, and I would, we would host like different topics and stuff like that. I love that stuff, and I missed it. And the name Culinary Unclothed came to me through one of my chef homies years ago, 2018. He said, I think that you'll have a better use of this word than me because it fits what you're doing. And so I've taken it. It's copyrighted, it's mine, and podcast dinner parties. And I'm forever grateful to him for this because it was me. And it is me. And so that's what Culinary Unclothed is about. And I'm so excited to start actually getting into doing this because it's something I've been wanting to do and stopping so many times because I constantly care about what people think. I would post things in the past, or my mom or my grandmother would come tell me, take that down, or whoever. And I'm just like, how are people supposed to understand and communicate if we don't even have basic conversations about simple things that people don't want to talk about? No matter how harsh it is, no matter how tough it is, sometimes the communication, the conversation needs to be said, it needs to be had. And so I'm going to make this a part of my routine like I used to do. I have so many recordings and video and that I've been talking and communicating and speaking to myself and other people and friends for years. I have so much content that I have never released, that I've never spoke about. And it's just amazing to see the evolution of me at 39. So 2 days before my birthday was August 18th, I was in my garage and I was going through boxes and cleaning up stuff, and I found books that I used to write to myself, notes, words, my poetry, everything. And as I'm reading the words of the younger version of me, I just was like, oh my God, sis, you have been amazing. You have been on your path. You have been doing everything that I said I was going to do. I did almost. And it's just amazing that I realized that I never really neglected myself. No matter how much life beats me down and grief trauma, mental health trauma, medical trauma keeps weighing on my nervous system, I keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and I'm unstoppable. The doctors are already looking at me like a medical miracle. So it is what it is. And I've always been that girl. I've always been that woman. And so as I'm reading my words, I'm picturing younger me saying this to me now. And I'm like, you can do whatever you want to do, girl. You gotta stop worrying about what motherfuckers think. And that probably can go for a lot of you as well. We're so worried about what people think. Like, we're here in this world to take up space, to use it. And sometimes people do use it negatively, but that's their demons, that's their burden to bear. But sometimes God gives your creator, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever you believe in, gives us tools, words, powers, abilities And we are celestial beings, and not everybody is going to understand us, and that is okay. I've always been perfectly fine with everybody not understanding why I do what I do, why I move the way I move, why I dress the way I dress, why I wear my hair the way I wear my hair. But sometimes I let society opinions get too much of me. Like, I was voted most unique in high school. I was the senior superlative most unique. Like, I've been stand out. I've been unique. I've been one of one. I've been one of one. And I'm irreplaceable, unbreakable, unshakable. So don't ever let me emoting on social media confuse you. All right? Because my strength is going to always be top notch. My ability to persevere and to go after my desires, my dreams, my goals, and live my purposeful task life, I'm going to always do that. I may get down temporarily, and some people may enjoy it when I'm down. But trust me, baby, sis does not stay down too long. And right now, my life is amazing. I am so happy. My son is so happy. Like, we are good. I'm in a great place mentally. Physically, I still hurt. But the main thing is mentally and physically by my looks as well, because I know you see me looking the bomb. I have lost so much weight because I watch what I eat, I work out, and I'm getting back to the reflection that I've always seen in the mirror, but somehow got lost in transition over the years through taking all the pain medication and the steroids and stuff from the pain meds in my nervous system and the gabapentin and all that crap. And I had made a promise to myself that I am going to get back to myself, because I remembered my younger self saying that you will never be overweight, you will never be fat, you will always look the way you want to look and look good. And I did just that. So me fixing my mindset and making it stronger and better, and teaching my son how to get through things as tough as it may be, has put us both in a transcend of higher powers, happiness, and exceedingly a great amount of abundance and wealth, and it is great. I can be more happier for myself, and definitely for my son, because he's off in college doing some amazing things. He's on his second year. I'm giving him the BAH housing money. He's paying his rent because I let him get an apartment off campus this year. He pays me the money for his car insurance and his cell phone, and teaching him how to become a responsible young man, an adult, has always been my mission. And that is so great when men that I know from childhood and in military and one of my ex-fiancés hit me up, was like, I'm proud of you. Like, he was like, you're the only woman I know that has raised a young man child, like you said, and you did it. And he said, when I'm out here dating women out here, just do some crazy things when it comes to being mothers. And he said, you've never done any of that. You've always made sure to learn the lessons and to teach him the lessons that you learned, and so forth and so forth. So I said it to say, now is my time to get every fucking thing with no limitations. With my great grandmother passing in July, it was like the last of the Mohicans for me, worrying about what someone may think, worrying about what my country, Southern Mississippi family is going to think. I still got my mother to be on my butt sometimes, but I really don't care anymore, because you only get one life and you have to live it the way that you want to live it, So the past couple days, Friday, October 7th, today is Sunday in Atlanta, and it's a beautiful Sunday. So this past couple days has been a lot. So A week ago, one of my great friends, not great friends, but a good friend, Dr. O, Ozzie Van Egbert Bunbury Jr. passed away. And he passed away from a simple blood clot in his leg from his foot being broken. And his death affected me, and I didn't understand why it affected me the way it did. And I cried a couple days. I cried a few times. And it's because through his teachings, because he's the father, him and his wife have 3 boys. They raised 3 boys, and I've always admired the type of father he was. And he instilled in me some things that are very important. And one of them was the way you love your child, especially single moms, the way we love our sons. So Dr. O had this thing where he was for the abolishment of corporal punishment as disciplinary actions. And he had a nonprofit. He spoke about it often, and we had great conversation about it. And one thing he would always tell me, like, yo, you have the great foundations for a mother raising a son. He said, you don't meet a lot of women like that, or young women like that. He said, but it's already in you. And he always told me that one day TJ is going to do something that will hurt me so bad, and I'm going to possibly feel like a failure as a mom, but I can't get mad. It's the way that I need to love him and nourish him and support him to ignite change in his mindset to fix it. And that time came my son's senior year of high school, last year, 2 weeks before he graduated. And he did something so terrible that he hurt my mother and I. And I chose to do something different. I chose to discipline him differently, and that's pouring love into him. I disciplined him with so much love, and I am proud of where he is right now. So in the future, I'll get into talking about what he did, but this is just the intro. But don't ever confuse my emoting as me not being strong, me not having my shit together, me not being top notch, because you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. And your girl is always working, always on her grind, always doing what she got to do. So make sure you download, follow me on whatever platform you listen to, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever. I am on all of those. Follow me, tell a friend to tell a friend, and make sure you turn on the notifications for my posts, because pretty soon I'm about to start doing these dinner parties. It's going to be intimate, no more than like 6 people. It's going to be recorded, and we all going to get some healthy conversation. And I started really enjoying conversation more after I read Hill Harper's book years ago, 2011, 12. He came out with a book called The Conversation, or that's when I read it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is already what I be doing, having different conversations with my military homies and my friends and stuff like that. And like, this is good. This is really good. And so I just want to bring that back, because we have no idea how to communicate, and we're meeting total strangers on the internet, and we're expecting them to show up the way we see them, not realizing that they're showing up exactly the way they are, because that's who they are. And we're meeting strangers, and all strangers are not meant to stay in your path, you know. So I'm about to get ready to get back in here to the event hall. We have a repast today, and I hope you have a happy Sunday. I'll talk to you soon. So this next clip that you're about to hear, it is from 2018. I recorded this 2018, and it is reflecting back on a conversation I had with Dr. O about love and about this mantra that I had in my living room, but now it's on my wall in my room. And it says, in the end, what matters most is how well did you love, how well did you live, and how well did you learn to let go? And when I sit back and I listen to these clips from my younger self years ago or a few years ago, I'm just amazed at the knowledge that I had. And I think COVID reset my whole brain, because your girl been poetic. I've been insightful. And now I realize why people always said that I had mature conversation, or I've been here before, I got an old soul, or whatever. It's a lot of cursing. I used to curse a lot. So when I incorporate these old clips into my stuff, there will be a lot of cursing. But I've definitely have evolved from that. Now I don't cuss as much. I still cuss when my earthly body, my earthly being gets pissed off. But my inner self, I'm just majestic and calm and as peaceful as I love to be. I like to be. So check out this clip. It's about love and complaining about dating in 2018 and how the swipe game on these dating apps have messed up people's mindsets and stuff like that. So yeah, check it out. But anywho, back to the topic at hand. I purchased this banner in Bali, and it says, in the end, what matters most is how well did you love, how well did you live, how well did you learn to let go. I had a friend of mine. We're going to call him the good doctor, Dr. O. He looked at me and he said, do you believe that? And I said, what do you mean? He said, do you believe that? Do you believe what you have on your wall? And I had it on my wall for maybe 4 or 5 months at that time. And I bought it in 2016. And I was like, wow, I don't know. He was like, have you ever actually lived that type of love that type of way? And I can say, I don't think I have. Now, I know you're going to pause for a second and say, wait a minute, Tiff, you were engaged 2 times. How could you not be that mantra that's on your wall? You did not love good. You didn't live good. You didn't let go good. And I honestly can say I don't think I had in the past. Now, in the past 2 years, I'm good. But previously, no. I think a lot of us are searching for someone who won't hurt us. That's our thing. But in actuality, we're all human, we're all flawed, and we're all going to hurt each other, intentionally or intentionally. You have to find someone who loves you on purpose every single day of y'all lives together. For a relationship to bud into marriage and lifelong happiness. If a person is already displaying what the cool kids say, fuck boy tendencies or fuck girl tendencies or whatever, and they're not wanting to fix it, why do you stay? So the fear of hurt keeps us from living our best lives, and it keeps us from dabbling in the love pond. These days, people are superficial when it comes to relationships because of social media and all these different dating apps. You just go on dates and people don't really care to get to know you. You're trying to figure out, are you addicted to something? You have a drug problem. How many girlfriends you have? How many men you having sex with? Like, how many dudes you fucking, how many women you fucking, how many kids you got? Like, we're so concerned about all of that stuff. Instead of loving that person that is right there in our face, that has proven to us, hey, I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere. And I don't think a lot of us can say that we've loved to that extent. Because people and their feelings are fleeting. They're phony. They're fake sometimes. Keyword, like I threw that, sometimes. It is up to you to discern who you allow around you and to bring in your presence. You know? You have to know in your heart that that person is going to make you feel good and fill up your love cup for the rest of your life by their actions and their words. And trust me, men do not say anything that they don't believe. If a man tells you he loves you, he loves you. He will show you in his actions how he loves you. It could be a deep love where I want to love you for the rest of our lives together. Or it could be I love you for a right now moment. You have to figure out where you are in people's lives when you're dating them, whether you're long term or whether they're long term. Because sometimes you think people are long term and they're only using you for temporary gain to help them get to the next level. And you have to think about that. Everybody is using somebody in that sense. We all want to level up. You have to find somebody who is worth leveling up with, who is worth living this life with, being in this crazy world with, going on this roller coaster with. You have to find that. And, sorry, I had to feed my dogs for a second. And you have to find that. And I know it's scary and I know it's hard and you may think it's difficult. But one thing that I had to do, 2 years ago, I wrote down a list. And this was on my 30-day journey overseas. I went to Qatar, Dubai, Maldives, Bangkok. So yeah, that was one of my episodes from 2018 that I started filming. And to hear myself talk about the same things that people are talking about today, like, it's not changing. I don't think we realize that social media is like a living encyclopedia, and we learn patterns and we see people's patterns and all of that stuff. But I'm very excited to finally complete a full episode of Culinary Unclothed just the way that I want. This journey is going to be amazing, and I hope you join me. Make sure you share, follow. You even have the ability to leave me voice messages and give me some feedback. You know, answer the question, what is love? Is it a decision or a feeling to you? And I hope that you see me moving, see my strength and getting back into the life game after all the trials and tribulations and minor setbacks, and know that you can persevere and continue pushing and keep going as well. I'm going to get out here and enjoy the sun today, the sunshine and sunny ATL. And I hope you do the same. Live your life on purpose. I'll see you and I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.